Miss T here with Studio T Urban Dance Academy and Pass to Class, and this is your teacher tip. Okay, so here's a question that we get pretty frequently, especially from new teachers or teachers going into a new environment. What do we do when the kids are not clicking with what you're teaching? How do you get them to engage? Now, this is a great question. It's a great question because it can be frustrating, especially for a teacher who's just getting in there. They've practiced, they've prepared, they've come up with their choreography, they've set the environment, and they're engaging in their work. And all of a sudden, the kids are just not flowing with you. So I have a few tips for you today to keep your kids engaged, especially when there's some sort of disengagement happening. And sometimes that happens with one kid. All right, so tip number one is be friendly. Before you start counting, before you start teaching, before you start getting them to show you how great your choreography is or how great your lesson is, be friendly. Ask them questions. How's your day? How are you doing? Did you have a good morning? Was anything this afternoon difficult that I can help you through? If you just take 5 minutes to just greet them, say hello, and be friendly, typically what happens in that moment is walls come down, hearts open up, and they're ready to receive from you. Secondly, if you're new to them and you've not yet taken the time to build a relationship with them, it can be difficult to get them to learn from you. So number two is be purposeful in building a relationship. Now, how do you do that? The same way you do it with an adult. How do you build a relationship with an adult? You talk to them. Make sure you know their name. Say, how are you? Ask them things about themselves. What do you like? What don't you like? Be very, very intentional with your questions so that your questions are all designed to get to know them, to build relationship. And their third tip for today is so simple. Incentivize your learning. If they know they're going to get a special something from you at the end of their time with you, it's inspiring to them to work a little harder, to be a little more attentive, and to be a lot more focused in learning and growing in whatever you're trying to teach them. So again, tip number one, you want to make sure that you just be friendly right out of the gate. Second is you want to be intentional about building a relationship, especially if this is going to be ongoing time with you and your students. And third, incentives. And I know some people don't particularly prefer it, but I bring candy. It's the kids' universal happy language. There's nothing wrong with snack-sized treats to give them excitement and encouragement to really pursue whatever it is that you're teaching them. So again, Miss T here. I hope this teacher tip helps you. And again, it's just a step to get you going in the right direction. We will have a part 2 and a part 3 to this series of how to get them to be engaged. So make sure that you're tuning in and watching all of them so that you can have all the ammunition you need to bring out the champion in our kids. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again soon next week.